Hi boys and girls, today we're going to be drawing sea turtles. For this project, you will need a piece of paper held vertically up and down, a pencil, eraser, black marker, and whatever coloring supplies you have at home. We're going to start by drawing a shape similar to an oval. Kind of looks like an upside down egg shape. It's going to be more narrow at the bottom and wider at the top. And we're going to draw this diagonally across our paper. We're going to draw a diamond shape for the turtle's head, but instead of pointed corners, it's going to have rounded corners. Next, on each side of the head, we're going to draw ovals for the eyes. Draw these ovals connected to the right and left corners of the head. Add a small circle for a glare at the top right edge of each oval and color in the oval for the eye. Add little curved lines right next to each eye to show the eye socket. Then draw two little lines toward the front of the head for the nostrils. Next, let's draw the arms and legs. The shape of the arms is a little different than the shape of the legs. For the arms, I draw a diagonal line out and over, and then curve it down before drawing another curved line in back towards that first line, and then connecting that line to the body with a straight line. Before I draw the bottom legs, let's draw a little V for the tail. The bottom legs are almost like a teardrop shape. I curve a line down, around, and back in towards the body, getting more narrow towards the body and a little bit wider away from the body. Sea turtles and all turtles have a very distinct pattern on the back of their shells. And to do this, it might seem a little bit difficult, but it's actually quite easy. First, let's draw a line following the shape of the sea turtle's shell, just a little bit smaller than the shape itself. Next, we're going to use a zigzag line to draw the detail on the shell. Super easy. We're actually going to draw two zigzag lines. Starting from one end of the shell, I'm going to draw a zigzag line diagonally across, and I'm going to end up on the other side of the shell. And then right below that, we're going to do the same thing, except if you went down for your last zigzag, you're going to start by going up and then down and back up again. So the bottom points of the first line are going to match up with the top points of the second line. Then you're going to connect those points using straight lines. And then all the other points on those zigzag lines, you're going to connect using more straight lines to the edge of the shell. And you're going to draw the lines that are at the edge of the shell through the outermost part of the shell. Next, I want to challenge you to draw an environment for your sea turtle. Sea turtles live underwater, so close your eyes and think about all the things underwater that you can draw. Maybe some seaweed, the sand below, some coral, maybe some other fish and animals in the water. Maybe you even draw some bubbles floating up to the surface. You're all done drawing, go ahead and trace your pencil marks. I'm only going to trace my sea turtle with my black marker, but if you want to trace your whole drawing with black marker, you can. What I'm going to do with the rest of my drawing is I'm going to trace it with marker, but instead of using black marker, I'm going to use the color that I plan to color in those areas. Before I trace the rest of my drawing, I'm just going to take my eraser quickly to erase any pencil marks that I traced over on the sea turtle. I'm done tracing the other areas of my drawing. I'm also going to add some detail with marker, maybe some bumps on the coral, speckles in the sand, some lines on the seaweed flowing from side to side, maybe even some detail on my sea turtle itself. I'll draw some spots on the arms and legs for the texture of its body, and then maybe even draw some texture lines on the shell. Now that I'm all done tracing and adding detail with the marker, I can go back and color over my drawing with some crayon. I could use various tints and shades of color, dark and light versions of my colors in all of the areas to create a sense of three-dimensional space. Even when I'm going to color in my bubbles, I'm going to use more tints and shades of the color blue to make them look more three-dimensional. When coloring in your bubbles, you want to layer the colors. So start with a lighter color and add some color in a circular fashion around the edge of the circle towards the center. It gets lighter. So maybe even keep the center white. And then once you're done using the light color on all your bubbles, choose a darker version of that color to color right along the edge with. So it's gradual, dark, medium, and light, going up towards the center right of the bubble where the little glare is. When you're all done coloring, don't forget to sign your name on your artwork. I hope you enjoyed drawing these sea turtles with me today. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Always remember to have fun, be creative, and don't worry if you make a mistake. See you next time.